What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. So it was on my other channel, Too Raw for Sports, where I talked about this incident that occurred between Kyrie Irving and some ungrateful, spoiled ass, Cleveland Cavalier fans who were heckling Kyrie Irving. And, all Kyrie did was smile and said, "Got you a championship, and you motherfuckers are still ungrateful." And he smiled when he said it. He didn't say it in a nasty tone, even though the fans were coming at him with a nasty tone and they were saying, well, it was just one title. That's all you got was just one title. And, you know, the NBA in all its infinite wisdom decided to fine Kyrie Irving $25,000 for using obscene language. You know, and the NBA picks and choose when they want to issue those fines because I remember one time LeBron James cursing in an interview, a post game interview, and he wasn't fined for that, magically. Um, I forgot when it was, but it was maybe last year. It was recent. I remember him cursing in a post game interview. He wasn't fined. I remember Michael Jordan many years ago in a series against Miami Heat. Jordan's referring to Pippen saying, "I'm doo doo, he's shit." That's cursing, but he wasn't fined for that. So, the NBA picks and choose sometimes when they want to punish players. The golden goose gets away with a lot of shit. But anyway, this is my thing about the whole. I just think NBA players in particular are targets. Um, First of all, I don't think that the fans are trash talking these players in the same. It's not coming from a place of this is my team, you're on the opposing team. I'm trash talking you simply out of competitiveness and it's sports related. This has nothing to do with anything else. It's just sports. I'm rooting for my team, so therefore, for the next 48 hours, for the next 2 hours, you are the enemy. And then afterwards, it goes back. Look, that goes away. No, I don't think it's coming from that anymore. Yeah, when it comes from a place of sports, yeah, all bets are off. You suck. You ain't shit. Uh, you're getting paid all this money and you can't hit a fucking shot, blah blah blah, yeah. But it seems to me to be coming from a place. It's coming from a place of anger, bitterness, perhaps envy, and there's a lot of hostility there. And all I know is that ever since the pandemic, and the fans have come back, these fans have been showing their ass, man. I mean, showing their ass, saying all types of shit to these players, spitting on players, throwing shit at players. They just feel entitled to be able to do whatever the fuck they want to do to these players under the pretense that, hey, I paid a ticket, I have my First Amendment rights, blah, 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 right? And the athletes are just supposed to take it. They get lectured about how soft they are, and players of the past were able to take this, that, and the other. That's true. The players of the past did take more abuse, but the players of the past were in a position where they had to take that abuse. You know, um, they pretty much had to more or less take a lot of that shit, man. Players back in the day weren't making as much money. You know what I'm saying? Like a player literally today can just say, you know what, man, fuck this shit. After my contract ends, my second contract, I'm retiring. Like Jamal Mashburn did when he was 31 years old. Jamal Mashburn is wealthy. I mean, fabulously wealthy today. players in the 50s and 60s weren't making that type of money. These guys had to fucking hang on as long as possible. You know what I'm saying? And it was much more miserable. These guys didn't have private jets. These guys were going around, especially the early days, they was going around on buses, you know, and not NBA sanctioned buses. They had to go on public transportation or carpool to games, and it was a whole different environment back then. So these players weren't in a position back then where they had many options at times, as far as not being able to deal with that shit. These players today, they didn't grow up in Jim Crow. They didn't grow up in segregation. These players aren't used to someone calling them the N word constantly and all this type of stuff. Look what's going over in China. We shouldn't have to deal with this shit anyway. But I do find something interesting, though. I find something very interesting in that the fans pretty much get to say whatever they want to say. Um, the players, they have really no rights. They can't. They're basically expected to behave as good children. They can't swear, um, or they'll get fined. I'm not saying go out and do some dumb shit, but a player can do the commit a small, you know, personal faux pas. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, what I mean is get caught smoking weed or something, and he's demonized, even though it's legal in the state that he lives in. Something like that. It's all over the news. That player gets demonized, and at the end of the day, the people who are criticizing him themselves smoke marijuana. But yeah, the players they can't criticize refs or they'll get fined. If they say something to one of these officials, that's out the way, they'll get fined. Say something to one of these fans, they'll get fined. But it's funny, in baseball, back in the day, you used to see umpires and managers go at it. Players and umpires go at it, cursing each other out. Oh my, what an exchange between Pete Rose and umpire Jerry Uckmeyer. You know what I'm saying? Some shit like that. Cursing each other out, kicking dirt on each other. It's supposed to be entertainment then, but you know, I don't know. I just think it's something a little off there. That's all I'm saying. There's something a little off when you can't talk shit back to fans. It's all supposed to be just harmless talk, right? It's supposed to be just trash talking, but the player, he can't engage in it. And these fans be cursing. These fans say whatever the fuck they want to say. All because they paid a ticket. But Kyrie can't say motherfucker. And it's not like he said it on national television. It's not like he said that, on a TNT broadcast. It's someone who called him on the phone saying that. And because of this person, Kyrie Irving has $25,000 less money. This fucking jerk, asshole who did this. So I don't know. That's all I got to say about it, man. Just shit stupid to me, you know. But it is what it is.